Welcome to Elderly Wisdom Way, the place where we come together to share stories, philosophies, and meaningful perspectives on life as we embrace our later years. Today I want to bring you a special topic. At 70, if you can still do these things, you're winning at life. Life isn't measured by titles or wealth, but by the small yet precious moments that prove we're still living well, healthy, happy, and fulfilled. At 70, is climbing the stairs without gasping for breath a victory? Is remembering what you had for lunch yesterday something to celebrate? And does a hearty laugh or a home-cooked meal signify a life well lived? The answers might surprise you. Let's explore 6 seemingly simple things that are actually great victories in old age. If you can still do these, congratulations, you're living a richer life than ever. 1. Climbing the stairs without losing your breath. Climbing the stairs without losing your breath, a sign of a healthy life. Have you ever paused to think that making it up a flight of stairs without stopping to catch your breath is a win? At 70, it's no longer as effortless as it once was. But if you can still climb each step steadily without gripping the handrail, without your heart pounding like a war drum, congratulations. You're defying time. Climbing stairs is an unspoken health test. No one hands out medals for making it to the second floor without a break, but it's a silent victory, proof that your heart, lungs, and muscles are still working well. According to the American Heart Association, by the time we reach 70, lung capacity and cardiovascular endurance can decrease by up to 40% compared to our 30s. But decreasing doesn't mean disappearing, and you are living proof of that. Imagine a beautiful day when you visit an old friend who lives on the 3rd floor of a building with no elevator. As the door opens, you look up at the long flight of stairs ahead. Do you sigh, hesitate, and accept defeat? Or do you smile, lift your foot, and take on the challenge one step at a time? If you're in the second group, you're not just climbing stairs, you're winning at life. Science backs this up too. If you can climb 3 flights of stairs in under 90 seconds, your risk of heart disease over the next 10 years drops significantly. A small action but a big impact. Every step is a statement that you are strong, independent, and ready for life's little adventures. So next time you face a staircase, don't see it as an obstacle. See it as a reminder that you're still on the right path, still conquering time, one step at a time. And if someone is climbing with you, smile and say, "Come on, let's see who gets there first." Because the best victory isn't over others, it's over the aging process itself. 2. Remembering what you ate yesterday. Remembering what you ate yesterday, a sign of a sharp mind. Do you remember what you had for lunch yesterday? It sounds like a simple question, but if you can answer instantly, without hesitation, without furrowing your brows to dig through your memory, you hold something precious. A sharp mind, a brain that's still functioning smoothly, and most importantly, a life where you remain fully connected to every small yet meaningful moment. Memory isn't something we lose overnight. It fades gradually, bit by bit, like waves quietly eroding the shore. At 70, there may be days when you can vividly recall stories from your youth but struggle to remember where you just placed your keys. And then one day someone asks, "Grandma, what did you eat yesterday?" If you can answer right away, perhaps a crisp salad with seared salmon or a steaming bowl of pho that you savored sip by sip, that's not just a response. That's a victory. Because memory isn't just about recalling facts. It's the bridge that connects you to the world, to your loved ones, to the stories you've lived through. When you remember yesterday's meal, you're not just recalling the food, you're remembering the sensation of enjoying it, the person sitting across from you, the conversation that made you laugh. And it's those little memories that remind you, you are still part of life, still savoring each day to the fullest. Studies show that a strong memory isn't just a matter of luck. It's the result of an active lifestyle, reading, engaging in conversations, staying physically active, and nourishing your brain with foods like berries, walnuts, and leafy greens. But more than anything, memory thrives when you cherish the moments that matter. So if you can still remember what you ate yesterday, smile. Because that means you're still here, still connected, still sharp, and ready to embrace many more wonderful days ahead. 3. Balancing on one leg for 10 seconds. Balancing for 10 seconds, the secret to longevity. Have you ever tried standing on one leg for 10 seconds? It may sound like a child's game, but if you can do it, you hold one of the most important indicators of longevity and long-term health. Don't laugh. Science has proven that balance is not just a physical skill. It's a powerful predictor of your body's resilience and even your future well-being. Picture yourself standing in your living room, lifting one foot off the ground, challenging yourself. 5 seconds pass, you're steady. 8 seconds. Your calf muscles tighten slightly, but you're still in control. By the 10th second, you gently lower your foot and smile. You've just proven that your body is still strong, your brain is still sharp, and the coordination between them is still working smoothly. This seemingly simple act is actually a profound sign of independence and quality of life in old age. According to a study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, people over 70 who can balance on one leg for at least 10 seconds have a 50% lower risk of death from serious health issues compared to those who cannot. That's not just a statistic. It's a wake-up call that losing balance isn't just about losing a physical ability. It comes with greater risks like falls, fractures, and the loss of independence in daily life. But the good news is, balance isn't something you have to accept losing with age. It's something you can train, something you can improve. Just a few minutes a day, practicing standing on one leg, doing gentle yoga, or even simply walking on uneven ground, can grant you a ticket to a longer, healthier life. So next time you have a free moment, try standing on one leg. Don't just see it as an exercise, see it as a statement. I am still strong. I'm still in control of my body. And I am still savoring every moment of this life. 4. Laughing freely and finding joy in life. Laughter, the priceless elixir of longevity. Have you ever laughed so hard that tears rolled down your cheeks, your stomach clenched, and you had to hold yourself because it was just too much? If your answer is yes, congratulations. You hold one of the most important secrets to a long and happy life. At 70, if you can still laugh wholeheartedly, letting yourself be swept away by unrestrained joy, you're not just defying time, you're truly living life to the fullest. Laughter isn't just a reflex to something funny. It's the language of joy, a bridge between people, and proof of an optimistic spirit that persists despite life's ups and downs. Research from Stanford University has shown that when you laugh, your body releases endorphins, hormones that reduce stress, boost mood, and even relieve pain. In other words, a hearty laugh can be just as effective as a health supplement. Think about those times you sat with friends, sharing old stories that, no matter how many times they were told, still made the whole table burst into laughter. Remember the sparkle in your grandchild's mischievous eyes as they told a silly joke, and how you laughed, not just at the joke but at the joy of being present in that moment. Those are the moments that define life, not grand achievements but genuine laughter shared with those you love. Most importantly, keeping your sense of humor at 70 isn't just a habit, it's a sign of inner strength. Life may have taken many things from you. Your health may not be what it once was, loved ones may have drifted away, and the world around you may be changing too fast. But if you can still laugh, if you can still find humor in the little things, still chuckle at yourself when you misplace your glasses for the third time in a day, then you are proving that your heart is still young, still full of life. So don't hold back your laughter. Laugh like you've never known sadness, laugh like today is the best day yet, and laugh to remind yourself, I'm still here, still loving life, and still cherishing every precious moment. 5. Maintaining social connections. Friendship, the lifeline to youth. At 70, you don't need a grand mansion or a long list of achievements to feel rich. If you still have someone to call for a chat, a friend to share a cup of coffee with, or simply someone to ask, "How are you today?" then you possess one of life's greatest treasures, friendship. Friendship at this stage isn't just a source of joy, it's a lifeline that keeps you connected to the world. Because one of the scariest things about aging isn't wrinkles or gray hair, it's loneliness. According to the National Institute on Aging, 30% of people over 70 experience severe loneliness, a statistic that isn't just sad but deeply concerning. Loneliness doesn't just weigh on the soul, it affects physical health, increasing the risk of heart disease, depression, and even shortening lifespan. But if you still have someone to share your happiness with, someone to reminisce about old memories or even just chat about everyday life, you've already conquered loneliness. Think back. When was the last time you and an old friend laughed uncontrollably over a memory from decades ago? When was the last time you received a message from someone just to check in on you? These small moments might seem insignificant at the time, but when you look back, they are the pieces that complete a meaningful life. Look at some of the world's longest living communities, like Okinawa, Japan. Their elders are never alone because they have moai, lifelong social groups that support, share, and walk through life together. These connections don't just help them live longer, they help them live happier. So if you still have great friendships, if you still enjoy morning coffee with someone, if someone remembers your birthday without a Facebook reminder, then you're not just living longer, you're living meaningfully. Because in the end, what keeps us young isn't our age, it's the hearts that still find each other in the flow of time. 6. Cooking for yourself. The kitchen, a place of independence and love. There's something truly special about being 70 and still able to step into the kitchen, choose your ingredients, season your food just the way you like it, and prepare a meal with your own hands. It's not just about maintaining a skill, it's about holding on to the precious independence that defines your life. For many, cooking might seem like a daily routine, something repetitive and ordinary. But in the later years of life, being able to cook for yourself is about much more than just eating. It's proof that you still have the strength to go to the market, the dexterity to chop and peel, the sharpness to remember recipes, and most importantly, the love to care for yourself. Cooking doesn't just fill your stomach, it's an act of self-care and sometimes a way to care for those you love. Imagine this: a quiet afternoon standing in your familiar kitchen, the comforting aroma of homemade soup filling the air. You think back to the family dinners of your younger years, the laughter at the table, the conversations that seemed to wander aimlessly but were always full of love. And today, even though your home may not be as bustling as before, you are still here, still cooking for yourself. Isn't that something to be proud of? A study from Sweden found that older adults who continue to cook for themselves have a 25% lower risk of heart disease and diabetes compared to those who frequently rely on processed foods. Cooking keeps your body agile, stimulates brain function, and ensures better nutrition. But most importantly, it reinforces your sense of autonomy, the knowledge that you can still take care of yourself without depending on anyone else. So if you can still prepare a meal, whether it's a simple bowl of soup or an elaborate dish, you've already won. You're proving that age cannot take away your ability to enjoy life. The next time you pick up a knife to chop vegetables or stir a simmering pot of broth, remember, you're not just cooking, you're preserving your independence, your memories, and above all, an unshakable spirit. The little things that make life whole. These 6 small but meaningful signs show that life at 70 can be vibrant, fulfilling, and strong. If you can still do these things, you're not just living, you're thriving. Together, we've explored these 6 simple yet profound reminders that age is just a number. If you can still enjoy these moments, you are living a truly complete life. Victory in life doesn't come from grand achievements but from how we cherish each day, each moment, with health, joy, and love. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share to spread this positive message to more people. And if you want to continue exploring meaningful stories about life, make sure to subscribe to Tuoi Sei Chiu and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next content. Thank you for listening. Wishing you good health, happiness, and the ability to cherish every beautiful moment of your golden years.